Welcome back to the Daily Dream Dispatch. I'm your host, Caleb Persinger, and do we have a dream for you today? If you don't know what the show's about, I'm Caleb Persinger. I remember 70% of my dreams, and here on the show, I'm sharing one dream that I have every night with you, and I'm sharing it the next morning. So today's dream, it's a short one, but definitely interesting. I would say. I think I'll call this one Creatures. The Creatures. Okay, so let's get right into it. I would say this one was definitely more of a nightmare than a dream. So it starts off where we're like a group of 3 people. We want to see this guy. He has a certain, something that we want. I'm not really sure what we're after, but it's some sort of product. We go out to this guy. He's in his car, and he's got like a giant TV sitting in between us. It's a group of 3. I'm not sure who we are, but it's a group of 3 and this other person. And he's got a giant TV in between him and us. And we were like, man, you used to be like one of us. You used to be impoverished. You used to be kind of down in your luck. Like, what happened, man? Who turns you rich, man? Who turns you rich? Right? And he's like, man, I just started selling drugs. Basically, he started selling like a certain type of drug. I'm not sure what it was. I don't think it actually existed, but it was something. I'm not sure. Right? And he's like, man, you want some? And the one guy was like, man, I'm clean, man. I've been clean for so long, blah, blah, blah. Why would you try to jeopardize that, blah, blah, blah. And so to get back at him, because he's not very smart, the rich guy, the rich drug dealer guy, he was not very smart. Like very, very not smart at all. Like very highly uneducated. And so to get back at him, this one guy's like, man, your dog sucks. We don't like your dog. And they were like, man, that dog is not, the pound's going to put that dog down because it's a dangerous dog. It really wasn't. But anyways, he ends up like putting the dog down himself because he doesn't want to see it put down the pound. But the crazy thing is that he didn't have to put it down because it wasn't on like a dangerous dogs list or whatever. And he ends up burying it like in like a alleyway or whatever. It's crazy, right? But then the dream kind of like cuts off, splices, and turns into this weird dream where like I'm in the living room and I'm with like 2 other people, and there's these creatures, these horrible, horrible creatures that just start eating everything. They eat everything in sight. They're a creature, and they're 3-pronged, so they kind of have like 3 pillar type legs, and they just like devour everything in sight. Like not just like humans or whatever, but like I'm talking like the couch, the table, the wood, the concrete, the dirt. I mean, they'd eat the whole earth if they could. It was crazy. They literally devour everything. And maybe they were a type of machine, I'm not sure, but it seemed like they were some sort of creature, but they were kind of like hard rock, like a hard rock creature. And so it's kind of like the Mimi Toads in SpongeBob SquarePants, if you ever seen that. And they're eating everything, so it's like that. And we're like, what's going on? How can we defeat these things? And it was really scary because they were really, really, really hard to kill. Almost impossible to kill. However, they did have one weakness. They were able to be killed via like this sound weapon, this futuristic sound weapon. I think it worked similar to like how those sound cannons work when you're like protesting. The government can use those sound cannons on you. It was like some sort of tones of sound, and that's what ended up like basically very easily like destroying them, like pretty much disintegrating them. So they must have been made out of some sort of material where you vibrate it at a certain point in time, and then it like implodes or something. And that's it. And that's the dream. And then I woke up. So it's a short one for you guys today, but it definitely was an interesting one. They can't all be marathons, but I'm telling you, that was a little bit scary. So I'll play you out with this.